Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Gloomhaven, the Guildmaster Campaign. So, we will be diving into the dark here. I saw that the objective here is kill all enemies in all rooms, lose if the brute is exhausted, brute is permanently strengthened. That permanently strengthened, I couldn't pass up on this opportunity. He must be level 5. But we are going to level him up right now, and so we'll be diving into the dark. There's a couple other things in the merchant that I will be taking care of as well. Let's do the merchant first, because it's not, I will probably forget if I don't do it now. One thing I want to do is fill this leg item for the Scoundrel, and I think a good item for her is the wing shoes. So if I get her into trouble, I can jump out of the way, or I can jump into the trouble with her. So I think this will be a good purchase for her. We'll be able to use it more than once because it is an item that we can bring back every time that she takes a long rest. We'll take that. And the other thing is for the brute, I kind of forget to do this. Somebody had mentioned this before. And I kind of forget that we can continue to use the items that the other mercenaries have. So for now, really the only thing that I'm thinking would be a good thing to switch up is probably the head item, this iron helmet. First of all, it's only 5 gold to unbind and bind it to him, so we can bind it back to the Sunkeeper whenever she comes back, and we would have spent 10 gold in total, and we can continue to use it. I think it's a very important helmet for a tank, and it's also very cheap. It's a little better than any other options that we have at the moment as well, particularly the ones that we can purchase. Right. And so let's do the Tinkerer first here. We do have a perk point that we can spend with him, and I think one of the better things is probably intensify. Yeah, let's go with intensify. We'll remove that -2. We are putting a 0 into his attack modifier deck, but it's better than a -2, of course. Another thing, I mean, outburst would be a good surprise when we pull that. Another good surprise, of course, is lacerate, but let's remove the last negative that we can remove for him. I think that's a good one to remove. It is, as I said, it's adding a +0, so it's increasing the chances of not adding anything to it. However, it's decreasing the chances of pulling a negative modifier as well. So I'm okay with that. As for the brute, we can spend his perk point first. Let me just take a look here. One thing might be stab might be a good one, but it's so situational, and the timing of it has to be you're attacking somebody that has shield, and I mean, you'd be able to pierce through pretty much anybody's shield. 3 shield is pretty nice to pierce through, but you have to be attacking somebody and pulling this modifier with an enemy that has shield. That's very situational. I think I'm gonna go for bulwark because a +1 isn't a bad thing, and gaining a shield is a pretty good thing, honestly. So these pushes I'm not too interested in. The surprise pushes, if I do get a chance to push and I know that it's going to happen and I can plan for it, then that's one thing. But to have a push one and have it not be planned, then it doesn't really it doesn't help me too much. And this is, of course, my opinion. Everybody can play their own way, but I think Bulwark is a good option here. Alright, now let's level up the Brute. We did kind of accidentally click on this last time, so at the end of the episode. But this time, let's take a look at them. Whirlwind, attack 4, target all adjacent enemies, and gain 1 XP for each enemy targeted. It is a burn card, a burned action, but the bottom action, a move 4, push 3, target 1 adjacent enemy. So in this case, right, the push helps out quite a bit because we know that it's going to happen. What we could be doing with something like this is moving to a location that's up to 4 hexes away, which is pretty good for, especially for the Brute. Push somebody into a trap, or into some hazardous environment, I guess. The hazardous, I forget the word for it, to some hazard anyway, and then attack somebody else. The other option here is skirmishing maneuver, which is an attack 2, a move 2, an attack 2, and it has a attack 3 at range 3 as a bottom action. And this one is not burned at all. They are both in the 20s, which is pretty interesting, as I think most of the time for a lot of different characters, what you see is one will be going a bit earlier and one will be going a bit later, in general. But in this case, both are 28 and then 29. In either case, I've taken both and I've enjoyed both of them. I've found an opportunity to use Whirlwind that worked out very heavily in my favor. And I've also used Skirmishing Maneuver quite heavily as well. So in this case, there's really no bad option. The move attack is a very good option. It allows you to be more mobile. So you can attack, move to a different location, attack maybe even the same enemy, or even attacking a different enemy. In the bottom, having a ranged attack as a bottom action, that would allow you to do something like this. Actually, I was just doing this by chance, but attack 3, they push them away, and then do a ranged attack 3. That would allow you to attack somebody that has retaliation twice, which is a pretty strong move. But I was thinking more like, let's see if I have another. It could be something good for skewer as well, because you could be skewering through 2 enemies and then using skirmishing maneuver to attack the further enemy again. Or even spare dagger. If I was to keep spare dagger, then 2 ranged attacks for the Brute is a pretty strong thing. It's a very interesting combination. I know I've used it before. I think I'm going to go with skirmishing maneuver in this case. Yeah, let's go with skirmishing maneuver. I do like this one a bit more than the other one, but as I said, I have used both and I have enjoyed both of them quite a bit. So let's see which one. I mean, we could drop Eye for an Eye, but it is his only kind of healing ability. Trample is another, probably the better one to get rid of. We'll drop Trample for now, and if we need it, we'll find another way to bring it in. But where we're going, we have Inox Guards, Inox Archers, Inox Shaman, and Night Demons. So I think I want to say that. Well, actually, it wouldn't. It doesn't show it. It looks like. Oh no, it does show. It shows that it has retaliation as innate. So it would show that if they had armor or shield as innate. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good choice for a good choice for here. Sorry, as soon as I turn my computer on, there are planes taking off, motorcycles driving by. I say this very frequently. For some reason, the Air Force likes to take off at this time, right when I want to turn my computer on. So anyway, what will be, we'll drop trample for now, and if we do need it, then we'll bring it back in. We'll find a way to fit it into the deck. I did get another perk point, so that means I guess by finishing the last quest we gained a perk point to begin with, and now we're gaining another perk point for leveling up. I didn't really think about it that way. But you know what? You know what? I think since we removed it, let's grab this now. Stab. We'll gain 2 rolling modifiers of Pierce 3. When it happens and it works out in our favor, then fantastic, right? Let's throw that into our deck. I could be adding in these 2 + 1 modifiers, and that's certainly where we'll go next time. I mean, it looks like we're going to be taking all of them. What we could do is just not add these at all. I'm not sure if that's frowned upon in the board game. I'm pretty sure that you're forced to spend a perk point, so then you would have to take everything in that case. And in most cases that's fine, but for some reason I don't really care for thrust all that much. They're rolling modifiers, and you're adding 6 rolling modifiers, which is quite a bit. If you do get 2 or 3 of them in one attack, then that could be pretty useful. But just pushing somebody one away, it seems to kind of mess up your plans. All right, so let's dive into the dark. It is time to see what the traitor's grand plan is. While he is busy mustering his troops, investigate the lead you have to a crypt nearby. So we have to kill all enemies in all rooms, meaning we will have to kind of move through the scenario. Lose if the brute is exhausted. Brute is permanently strengthened. It seems that he is enraged by this quest, his personal quest, as he's nearing the end, and he wants to take down the enemies at a faster rate. So, okay. Well, we are level 3. We are a party level of 3, meaning that we are going into this scenario as a level 3 as well. Kind of hoping to skip the encounter this time. The path is getting less and less distinct as you traverse through the thick forested area. After a while, you come to a conclusion that you must have taken a wrong turn and attempt to find your way back to the path. Whilst searching for the path, you happen upon the remains of an old campfire in a small clearing, surrounded by skeletal remains of several bodies on the ground. Whatever happened here happened quite some time ago. I assume that it's pretty safe. Let's search the bodies then. Majority of whatever these skeletons might have once had has long since rotted and rusted away. However, you do manage to find a withered pouch of coins that has managed to stand the test of time. 17 gold, great. I did just see this event while playing with a couple friends over the weekend, a few days ago, so I kind of knew what was going to happen. I wanted to see if it was going to be the same things. Maybe sometimes the event has a different outcome. But I remember seeing that grammar error. From the outside, the ruins look like any other pile of old rock, but you notice weird sigils carved into some of the stonework. Some are weathered worn, but others look almost brand new. All seems quiet on the outside, but as you descend, you notice the crypt has recently been refitted with new torch scones on the wall. Aren't those supposed to be sconces? Sconces or scone? Yeah, I don't know. You begin to wonder if this tomb has anything to do with Inox at all. But as you reach the entrance to the first chamber, your doubts are swept aside. A number of Inox are commanding night demons. This was their plan all along. Well, just one last look to make sure that I have... Oh, and I don't. So I don't know how long this has been sitting here. Obviously for quite some time. This is a level 3 ability card. And it says add +2 to all your attacks this round targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies. Top is move 3, attack for 3. So I've removed single out. Because this card is burned when I want to use this, and it's only used for 4 attacks. So this one I'd be able to use, well, anytime that I use this. So I could use it in combination with, for instance, throwing knives, where it would be an attack 2 +2 attack, and I wouldn't need single out anymore. Now, of course, this would be a great combination. Then that would be an attack of 6. And then in combination with the, can we see it? Ancient Drill. And even more so, oh, well, actually, the Ancient Drill is only for melee attacks. I meant to just look at Major Power Potion, which would be another +2. So that could be an attack of 8 targeting 2. But let's not get too greedy, I guess. I'll get rid of this because I can use this more often. I do have that minor stamina potion, and that's a pretty good candidate to bring back in as long as I'm making those ranged attacks, right? And as long as those targets are not adjacent to any of their allies. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long that's... Obviously that was there since she leveled up to 3, so that was probably a handful of episodes back. But, all right, let's jump in. Too much time talking here. And I'm gonna try to go a bit faster through this scenario. I'm not going to be reckless, but I'd like to be a bit more efficient on what's going on in while their turn is taking. I don't really need to explain how I'm going to take the turn into a lot of depth at this point. We're close to 40 episodes in. I will do a little bit of explaining from time to time, but I think at this point you'll just see my plan as I'm performing them. The thought of Inox and demons working together fills you with rage, and you charge forwards to destroy them all. Yeah, so that is why we are going to be strengthened for this scenario. Well, let's certainly move him up to the front. We don't want most of these guys on the front line. I think this is probably a better... I think this is a better formation. And what we're looking at here is we have a couple elite night demons. I hope they're not all elite. It would be nice to just kill them outright with a couple. We do have some outright kill normal enemies, but we're looking at all elites in this room in particular. 3 elite Inox Guards that have retaliate 3, and then the Inox Archer elite over here. So I think you might see what my plan is going to be for the Scoundrel. It could be a good thing to make sure that they stay away and that we can make some range attacks against them. And we need to control these night demons because although we do attack them with disadvantage, they do hit us for pretty heavy attacks at this level in particular. All right, well, let's see what the card choices are for this first round. Okay, first round. We're starting off at initiative 4 with the Scoundrel with flanking strike and smoke bomb. It's going to pull this Inox Archer in close and hit it pretty hard. Then we have the Tinkerer going at 18 with Toxic Bolt. This will likely be used in combination with Weighted Net. And then Tinkerer's Tools, let's drop down a stun trap somewhere here. Not sure where yet. Let's see what they're doing. Then 26 with Flashing Burst. This is mostly to bring in to infuse light so that I can use Living Torch in the future round. And let's summon in the Mystic Ally. Then at 54 with the Brute, I'm just using his, I didn't really plan it this way, but I'm using his last 2 cards. 54 with Leaping Cleave and then Unstoppable Charge. Since we are going to be strengthened, Unstoppable Charge is going to be a fantastic attack card in this level. Leaping Cleave, we want to get in a good position for the next round and infuse air. Well, you'll probably understand why. I'm kind of afraid by these incoming attacks, but we do have leather armor on this side, so whatever does make an attack on the Scoundrel and the Tinkerer, they will be at disadvantage. Okay, and we do see that already at Night Demon Elite Initiative 4, move 5 and attack for 4 and infuse darkness. This is a pretty dangerous one here, as you can see. Okay, they will be attacking at disadvantage, so that's something. The Inox Archer is going to kind of move away and then attack somebody, probably also the Scoundrel. And then the guards are going to do some range attacks. So no matter what we do to keep them there, they're going to be performing those range attacks. I don't appreciate that too much. Okay, well. I think let's still pull in the Inox Archer. It is going to take a step away, and this one's still going to make an attack anyway. I don't really see... I'd rather try and kill one, and this one's going to be a lot easier to kill. So let's confirm that. Pull you right into us. Nice and close. And let's perform this attack 6 with the poison. Yeah, times 2 would have been nice, but I'll take it. I'll take a 0. Night demons are coming in. Great. Hey, that's perfect. That is not so perfect, but we can mitigate that all the way down to 0. Interesting. Okay, so I know that it since it's attacking disadvantage with the Scoundrel because of the leather armor, I still think that it would want to take a step back. I would have never thought of this, that it wouldn't move away, but I guess it makes sense in the rules that maybe it would do something like that. Okay, the rules stating something like they move to a location, the closest well, if they're adjacent to an enemy and they're doing a ranged attack, or an attack, yeah, a ranged attack, then they will move to a hex that will let them perform a normal attack. That's probably the 6th or 7th Air Force jet, fighter jet, to be taking off. Not entirely sure. I know Brazil is not at war or anything. It just seems a bit too much at this point. Okay, so Toxic Bolt. Where are we going to attack? We would like to be dealing some good damage out here. These would be nice to poison, because let's see, because we wouldn't have to, or it would be dealing more damage, even though it would be at disadvantage. Although the brute could be dealing with like normal attacks, where the disadvantage from the night demons would cancel out his strengthen. So that might be a good idea to start poisoning one of these. But I would like to perform kind of a to get some of them poisoned. But you know what? Okay, we will make this attack here. And I'm not gonna worry about this too much. I'm more interested. You're kidding. More interested in poisoning them anyway, so we'll go with it. Let's see here. Let's put it right there. Yeah, sure. So this is kind of unfortunate here, because if I put the Mystic Ally here now, it's going to be attacked by the Night Demon in the next round. So I'm not too happy about doing that. So I could move, maybe go invisible. Don't really see a reason to do that though. Man, I'm not too happy about it moving here. I was kind of hoping it would just go right there. Yeah, I think we need to continue this onslaught here. We'll just go as is. Let's pull all of our negatives now. Let's just do it. And I'm just gonna do this and skip the movement. There's no way. I don't want to put it here. It would be a waste of the of that card. So we'll take it. You're going to be attacking too. So we've used all of our leather armor on both of them already. Man, this is a rough turn. But okay, let's make this attack here. It's already poisoned, so we don't have to worry about it. What the heck? This is too much, all right? Too much. I could have healed, but I'm a bit frustrated here. Okay. I already know what I'm going to do. I want to use Skewer, and I want to try and hit these two, and I will poison this. And I was thinking of using Skirmishing Maneuver to just continue making an attack on maybe one of these at this point, but man, this is frustrating here. Let's certainly go for Fire Orbs. And maybe Chromatic Explosion. Oh no, right. I wanted to use this one, but it's going to be too late. We'll still use Chromatic Explosion, I think. Okay. Okay. Stun shot. Let's use that now. And maybe I'll use dangerous contraption to just get to a different location. We need to just get away from all of this. This is this is going to be a very long and frustrating scenario, I can already tell. So let me think. Well, we could use this against that. But that means that it would only be attacking here. But I still think that's a good idea. Let's try and burn that, and we'll use backstab just to go as early as possible. We need to consume this so that it doesn't use it to go invisible or something crazy like that. That way we could probably kill here with this attack. That would be a 3 plus 2 for each adjacent, which is 4 more. So that'd be an attack of 7. That's plenty. And then backstab to just run away. This is putting her in a very, very bad situation. I probably should have maybe gone invisible with her, but yeah, this is pretty rough. Well, let's use it. It's an attack of 8. Oh, because of the poison there. Yep. We're going to confirm there. So we have 1 less attack coming in. That was a pretty rough attack as well. And I think we could put her back here and use this trap in an effective way. I think that's a good idea. For the next round, that is. Didn't look back here. There's only one other room, and it's, I think, the same size as this room, so we could be looking for some pretty heavy punishment this scenario. Luckily, they're not moving. We want to bring in smoke bomb so that we can pull this one into this trap and then figure out something else to do for her. But this is going to be an attack of 4. Ah, okay. We got lucky. I'm happy that I brought the iron helmet for this scenario for the brute. That just paid off already. Okay. We certainly want to stun one of these two. Now, which one? I don't know why it's showing it like that, but we're looking at this. I think, yeah, so I chose these two because I wanted to use the bottom and then the top here, and of course I'm not in a good position to do that, so I think what I'm going to have to do pretty clearly is just move up to here and make an attack through this. It would have been really nice to get that 3rd hex on there, but that's unfortunate. Okay, what are we doing here? We have an attack of 6 incoming, and they've already used the ×2, so whoever's going to attack is attacking her. Unless, yeah, it's going to attack her. So let's attack over here. Yep. So that one's stunned. And I think I want to continue kind of moving toward the door and away from these guys. They'll be able to chase us anyway. But this way we can kind of stand behind the brute. Yeah. We can use the brute for what he is, the tank of this group. So we don't care too much about this now because I want to use it. This meaning the moon earring, sorry, the weighted net and the eagle eye goggles first. So let's hold off on that. Now, one thing I could do is just stand where I am and maybe make attack and attack, but that would be just an attack of, well, okay, 5 and then 3. And while there are some chances that we pull something like this, and that would be great, I'm not sure if it's really worth it. I mean, it'd be worth it if I was to pull one of those. Of course, that would be worth it. But I'd rather be hitting these guys at this point. So what I'm going to do, which is very unfortunate, but I think it's going to be better, just move over to here, skip that, and let's pierce through with air, make this attack. We are going to poison one of them. I guess it doesn't really matter which. We are going to take 3 retaliation damage. Yeah, of course we pulled both of those and we didn't need them at all. So you can see here, the situation still didn't really work. I'm going to use this to get rid of that poison. It's a bit sketchy at the moment. I could have used it another way, but I think I need to get rid of it now. Alright, fair enough. It wasn't that devastating, but it was still pretty nasty. We will be able to consume light here. And they just infuse darkness again. But we are going to attack here, so this one is going to be immobilized for the next round due to Living Torch. And then these two will take 2 damage. I'll let that go. It's already immobilized. We immobilized it twice. But these two taking damage, that's worth it. Let's move. Let's see here. Let's move to here. We're going to bring in ice and go invisible. Now, are there a couple cards that I'd like to bring in? A couple cards that I see would be good are these two. Then I could get the opportunity to bring in the Mystic Ally or the Burning Avatar. Flashing Burst could be another good one. We'd like to be infusing light because it can muddle or damage them. I'm not sure which one. Maybe both. And it's also the earliest card she has. Let's use it. I think this is a good time to use it. We're invisible, so we can go late. We can use one of these later cards and bring in a good helper. Let's go for Aid from the Ether, and then we'll bring in Flashing Burst again. I mean, I could do something like what I just did. Living Torch and Flashing Burst, and I could use it immediately. But let's go with Aid from the Ether and Flashing Burst. Yeah. Round 3. All right. I'm going to do this one a little off camera here. I'm a bit frustrated about that first round. But I'm feeling a little better now, so I wanted to kind of speed through that round. But let's see what I choose for this round. Okay, I hope this one goes a little more in our favor here. But first up is Scoundrel at 12 with Smoke Bomb. pulling this one here, and that will kill it outright. Then special mixture just to heal herself a little bit. I realize I could have somebody else heal her, but I would rather just use it. And if she's going to be killing somebody, I mean, we could obviously do something like Swift Bow to do another attack. But let's get her back into good standing here. Although the problem here is like throwing knives, for instance. Oh no, throwing knives, it is a +1. So I could do attack here and attack here instead of, you know what, let's do it. Or better yet, let's use Swift Bow to do an attack 3, range 4, and this, and then I'll use this one to go early in the next round as well. Let's not use both of my early cards right away. We are going to be killing one. That's good enough for me. Tinkerer at 17 with Restorative Mist to heal, and Volatile Concoction to give him that card back. Unstoppable Charge. We want this back in his hands so that because he is strengthened, we really want that to be used as much as possible. And I'm very frustrated that I pulled the null immediately for it. So yeah, let's get that back into his hands. Brute at 18 with Eye for an Eye to heal a little bit more, so that will be a heal of 5. And then Warding Strength will be able to push this elite guard through the stun trap over to here or over there, whatever, dealing a little bit of damage and stunning him. So these two will be dealt with. 67 for the Spellweaver with Cold Fire and Reviving Ether. Reviving Ether just to get her out of this mess. She is invisible for now, but I'm hoping that there is a little bit of bunching up here, and Cold Fire I'll be able to stun, I'm hoping, at least 2 enemies. We will see. So the Night Demons are going to be moving for 4 and then attacking for 4, and very likely burning the ice element. That's too bad. But adjacent enemies and allies will suffer 1 damage. We'll see how that works. What might happen is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like they'll be going way out here unless I can move her, and I don't think I will be able to. It might be standing right here actually. Oh man. Okay. And then the Inox Guards are moving 2 and attacking 4. But we don't have to deal with 2 of them, right? Let's get rid of this one right now. There. You're dead. Now let's do an attack of 3. Do I want to start hitting this one or attacking here? And now I don't even want to push this, right? I think what I'm going to do is, whoops, clear that target. Let's start hitting here. I don't think I'll be pushing this one at this point, because if I do, then this one's going to be attacking anyway. I guess it doesn't matter though, does it? If he's standing here attacking, or this one comes over to attack, I guess what we'll do is just push it out of the way. Yeah. That way we can make an attack and not take retaliation damage. But another thing that could be nice is if we kill this now, then we won't have to use that stun trap immediately, right? Yeah, that one's gonna go right there and just deal damage for everybody. Okay. Let's attack here. We do need to kill them all. It doesn't matter. Come on. This is just ridiculous now. Oh, she takes damage too, even though she's invisible. It wasn't targeting her, so... Well, we're burning cards already. Great. We don't need that one. Let's get rid of it. Okay. Well, we definitely want you to heal a little bit more. That's not enough healing, but we'll get through it. And we will give him that card again, Unstoppable Charge. Yeah, we are off to a pretty rough start here. We'll skip everything else. End the Tinkerer's turn. Let's heal up a little bit more. And we will make this attack here. I don't think... Yeah, it's not like... I can't really make an attack anywhere else. So I'm just going to make this attack. Well, killing it outright. So we've killed it, and now we still have an attack incoming here. I forgot that we are strengthened, but I didn't realize that. Jeez. Okay. We will be able to... Nope, they... Okay, just breathe. Of course they've gotten rid of it for me. Undo. Let's get way over here, I think. Nope, undo. Confirm that. I am going to use this stun to stun this one. I am just sick of that guy. Let's not worry about anything else. Let's just make this attack. At least we pulled 2+1s on that. That works. Okay. Well. Another very frustrating scenario where I'm getting very unlucky early on. I think this is a good one. Shield Bash to shield up a little bit. Unstoppable Charge for an attack of 5. It doesn't really help me though too much, because if I attack here, then it's going to be retaliating and killing me. So I'm still going to have to target one of these two, and I still have the chance of pulling that. I have pulled the +3, I've pulled some +1s, and a 0. But I do have these options still. So, and this one as well. That one would be pretty helpful. Let's go early and try and be pretty devastating. This one is stunned. How can I do that again? Well, let's use Fire Orbs, I think, and Aid from the Ether to get in the Mystic Ally, and we'll make 3 attack 3s against these enemies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Nope. Can't reach him. Of course not. So let's just use this instead. Flashing Burst, Infuse Light. We can start, continue attacking at least one of these, and we can still bring in Mystic Ally. Reviving Shock. Then we can use the weighted net on one of these two enemies. Oh, but the bottom here, the heal 5, that's what I was looking for. Oh man. this might be the better option here. Disorienting flash to just stun these two. I'd rather not be using it at this time, but I think we're pretty desperate. We'll also attack 2 here. And we'll use Flintlock to just kind of move away, I think. Okay. So the Night Demons are not moving. They're just attacking 3 at range 3, targeting 3, and muddling all of us. But we'll be able to deal with that. Okay. Inox Guard Elite is going to move for 2 and attacking for 4, but again, they will be stunned, so we don't have to worry about that. Now let's perform our attacks. I almost want to just attack these 2 only, but I think what I'm going to do is attack here, here. I am standing next to, but it's already going to be disadvantage anyway, so let's just stay where we are. Okay. And we don't necessarily have to move, but is there a reason that we want to stay here too? Not really. We have ways of coming back. So let's just take a step away. Okay. So we don't need to shield. Let's use this. I'm going to, I hope, lay a devastating attack here. That's okay. I'm okay with that. We are going to move away. Let's see here. Yeah, let's move to here. We do have our disarming attack, so we'll be able to control this one again. And yeah, we still want to stun both of these targets. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty disappointed about the way things are going right now. Skip that, it doesn't matter. And we will continue moving toward the door. Do we want to bring 1 card back? No. And we will use this. I think what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to continue on this one. Because... let's put her right there. I think this one actually will be attacking here, but that's fine. Alright. So we went through a round without taking any damage. Yeah. Provoking Roar we'll be able to use to disarm this one again. And we're not really... I guess we could move to here for an attack of 3 against this Night Demon. That's pretty much the only option. I mean, we can move here for an attack of 1 after, but that's kind of useless. Moving all the way to here would be an attack of 3. That might be okay. It depends on what the other options are. Just gonna kind of click through for some of them. Let's definitely go for that reviving shock. That might be exactly what we need to kill one of these. And ink bomb? No, let's use hook gun. We're not really gonna move or anything. Ink bomb will be good to move Well, we probably won't be going into here before we rest. I think we're going to be standing right here. One more. Duelist Advance. Let's go a little later and figure out how we're going to do that. Man, they go early and they just hit hard and they're hard to kill. The Inox Guard is going at 70 and we can just stay away, so this one's gonna be fine. Where we are at the moment is fine, and with the Brute moving down to here, he should be fine as well. Okay. But he's going to be hit for 5. We don't have any cards here to mitigate that, which is a very big problem, because we'd have to burn 2 cards, and we already can't. We already can't afford that. What I might do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's 4 away. So this would be attacking the Scoundrel if I move away. But I'd have to move like over here, basically. Because if I move here, still 4 away, then it could just move to here. Actually, it's going to attack her. And I'm okay with that, because I do have to move at least 2 away from it, or 1 more away from it. I'm okay with that because she can take cards back. We would have to burn 2, but that's fine. We'll be able to revive those cards back with Reviving Ether. Or it could be very, very ballsy and just dive on in and hope to kill it. But I'm not going to. I think what I'm going to do actually is let's hide him for a moment back here. Skip that movement. Four damage, we'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to burn cards for that. Still alive. Okay, so as long as we stay 2 away from this Inox Guard, we're fine. She's not going to be able to catch us. She's only going to be able to move either here, here, or here. So I think what I'm going to do here is move to here. Okay. We're going to skip the rest, poison you. And then here we will skip the movement and attack for 3 on you. No, you're kidding me. Come on. Right. So that's what this is for. Let's attack here. Here. Another thing we could do is attack here and put weighted net, but because we already know that it's not going to move far, I mean, we could use the weighted net for the Tinkerer's next attack against her. But we don't really have anything that would be a good idea, or a good attack, like a range attack to use it. I say let's just try and kill these now. 1 down. That would have been a good pull here. Oh, okay, never mind. Good work, Tinkerer. Nicely done. And you know what? I mean, it's 9 gold. If he was standing here, I'd totally burn this card, but let's not. We'll skip. She's gonna move there, isn't she? No, okay. Thank you. I was expecting her to just walk right up close to her, but we're obviously not going to use this now. And there's really... Ooh, actually, no, we are burning this. Wow. That couldn't be coming at a more opportune moment. Heal 16, it does burn it, but so be it. skip the attack. Okay. Round 6. We're an hour in. We did finish this room, okay, in about 40 minutes or so. That's not so bad. Well, on camera, that is. We do have another room the same size, so I'm going to just expect that we have at least, 3 guard elites, 1 elite, what is it, the archer, and then 2 elite night demons. Anything less than that is going to make me a pretty happy guy. Now I'm already healed up, but I'd like to have the chainmail, the poison dagger, and heater shield ready for the next room, so let's long rest here. We will long rest here. We will do this, and also take a long rest. We might as well just long rest with everybody. It is going to make a it does actually make it. It will make it to here and then attack for 4. So be it. Since we know that's what's going to be happening, let's heal her up a little bit. So if it is an attack of ×2, it won't kill her. Skip the movement. Man, I'd really like to be seeing some of this cash, but it's just not going to happen. We'll take it. And we do have 1 attack because of our Mystic Ally. I'd really love to see you kill it, please. Kill her. Won't be healing here. Let me think about this. Probably eye for an eye. It does get rid of the heal. It's only heal 2. We have plenty of healing from the Tinkerer. Yeah. I'm not too keen on keeping that retaliate. That one's probably ready to go. I think I'm pretty happy to see it drop out of his hand. The problem is that it's an early card, and it's hard to drop an 18 initiative for the Brute. Yeah, well, she'll heal back up too. That's good. And I think I might just get rid of Backstab. I don't want to get rid of either Flintlock or Sinister Opportunity because it's the only 2 late cards that she has. And it's beneficial to keep some of these late cards and early cards. But I'd be willing to get rid of Backstab. Special Mixture might be another good one, but I'd like to keep that heal now. So Backstab it is. And there we go. So we've all taken a long rest. We've healed a little bit. The most important thing is the Brute is healed up completely. Ooh. This one's probably a very bad one to use because it infuses darkness. I'd like to keep this one. I really want to keep that. Fire Orbs is kind of looking the way it might be, which is kind of unfortunate. But if I can bring in the Living Torch and have the Mystic Ally, then I won't really need the Fire Orbs. Alright, well, level 7. We got a lot of money just sitting around. I'm not too happy about this. But I don't think we can just tally here and pick up as much of the money as we can. So what I'll probably end up doing is taking about 0 and just moving on. I could use the Tinkerer because he is going to take a long rest here. Let's do that. Long rest. I think that's gonna work. We want to get this stuff back. I didn't get a chance to use, or I guess I should have used this in the last, that last attack, but I didn't. And then weighted net I haven't used, so I'll take a long rest here. Whoops. And we'll use this as soon as we go through the door, and then I can use our moon earring to get it back immediately. Even if we don't use the leather armor, I'll still use it, because I mean, we need to be attacking with advantage, and the weighted net is going to be very, very huge for this type of scenario. Okay, well, we want to be going in first with the brute. So going at 29 is the brute with skirmishing maneuver, the top action, and leaping cleave for the bottom action. And in this case, we just want to put him in a good position where we could use skirmishing maneuver. The problem with skirmishing maneuver in this kind of scenario is that the enemies, the elite guards, have retaliation 3. So attack 2, or let's just say that it's going to be 4 damage. Is dealing 4 damage worth taking 3 damage, and then probably some attack after that? Probably not, right? So what I'm kind of thinking is we'll use it as a way to, let's get in 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe we can just move a couple more, or we could move back and really decide where we want to be. Probably, beyond the door a little bit. But I'm thinking what we could do is just stand right on the door, and there would only be 2 spaces for enemies to stand on. And that might be a really good idea, because then it could just be the Tinkerer healing the brute up, making sure that he stays alive, while the brute has heater shield and chainmail, and we could even use shield bash and warding strength. So we could put him here. My fear is that there's going to be 3 or more, or even 2 would be pretty bad archers. If that's the case, then standing here while 2 pummel on him, and then 2 or more archers continue to pummel on him, that could be pretty rough, right? But whatever would be standing against him probably would die pretty quick with attacks from the Spellweaver and her allies, the summons. So I'm not sure. I'm going to continue thinking about this while we go through, but Spellweaver is going at 80 with Flashing Burst and Reviving Ether. This is more or less just, we're going to use Reviving Ether to, or are we? Yeah. Let's use Reviving Ether for now. It's just kind of a card to get rid of that we might not need. Flashing Burst to potentially attack somebody that's close. We'll see. We might need to move in a little bit. Scoundrel, Sinister Opportunity to go very late. I want them to be done attacking so that she can get into a good position. And then Duelist Advance, if we need that extra movement, then we'll use it. I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not. Let's use Special Mixture to heal up and just kind of move into a good position. We can use Duelist Advance and Throwing Knives. Maybe we can get lucky and have an attack of 4. And then we could even get even better with an attack of 6, targeting 2 different enemies, as long as they're not adjacent to each other, and that's going to be the problem. But anyway, Tinkerer is going to take a long rest. I'm thinking that's not a good idea anymore. I'm thinking that Provoking Roar might be the better one. We're moving 4. We could throw the Boots of Striding on after we stand onto the closed door, or the threshold here. And we could get into a good position to make sure that somebody doesn't attack. I don't think I'm going to move 6 into this room. That would probably be pretty devastating to him. But at least moving in and disarming somebody, I think that's a pretty good option. Yep, so that's what we're gonna go with. So let's confirm our movement to here. Oh man, there's Shaman. Okay. In this room, Inox Shaman are summoning the demons. They must be stopped. Yes, they must be stopped. This is going to be a problem. There's 2 of them. There's no archers, so that's something. They're going to disarm. Moving 3, attack 2, range 4, disarm. Okay. This one's a normal, so we'll be able to kill that immediately. That's perfect. But they are piercing. Okay. So we want to be... I guess we're going to move in here and just make sure that this one can't attack. Oh, okay, wait a minute. They're not moving. So let's move to here. There's nothing we can do about this. They're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess the only thing we could do is just move back to here and don't worry about the disarm, and then we won't be disarmed. Is there anything that... I mean, all of them. We want to be attacking next round, right? So I guess that's what we're gonna do. But not here. Oh man, nobody's getting in front of this attack. What are they doing? They're not moving at all. I'm fine with that. That they can take their time. Ooh, okay. A problem is that the Mystic Ally is going to be jumping out here, so she's probably dead. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is it 4 or 3? Where are they? Oh, way over here. 4. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So if he's standing here or anywhere in the room, then he'll be disarmed next round. Or we can like move in and be disarmed and just take it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So both of them would be attacking him. Let's not. Let's just back up. Here or here. Of course, this is a problem. But you know what? I think I like this idea. I think I like the idea because as long as everybody moves back around this corner, then they're going to have to be standing way over here before they can make an attack into this room. As long as I'm saying, as long as we're standing over here. I'm thinking this is an interesting... Kind of the same way a couple episodes ago... Whoops. A couple episodes ago we had to retreat and it worked out very well, so maybe what we can do is kind of retreat again around this corner. Oh, why? Oh. my god. Okay. Well, let's take a step up to here. Undo. Undo. You can't reach them. I'd really like to reach them. Because at this point, they're attacking her. Not her, it. Mystic ally. Alright, undo. We're just move out of the way here. Might as well pick up some money. I don't want to put her into a bad situation. We're gonna skip. Scoundrel is just going to heal and move over here, pick up some more money. So we're not really where I want to be. I'd like to be more closer to this wall. So as they kind of pour through, we can focus on them. But this might be okay too. This might be alright. Volatile concoction. I'd like to maybe put some traps out so that they have to walk around a little bit more. So let's not do that. I'd like to bring in another summon and hook gun. Hook gun. Nope, wait a minute. No. Use another card. I wanted to use the this, but you know what? I don't think we'll need it. So yeah, we'll burn hook gun. It's interesting because I used to love that. That used to be one of my favorite cards for him, and I'm finding it less and less useful now as I play as him more often. Okay, well, let's not waste any time talking this round. We know what we have to do. There's no reason to really go into this room at all. Sure, there's a pile of loot there, but unless it's like 30 gold, I'll just be happy to pick up what we have available here. But yeah, I think the four of us, how we're lined up, I'd like to line up right here so that as they're rounding this corner, maybe we can put the like the Tinkerer and the Spellweaver kind of here, and then the Brute back in here. So as they're rounding this corner, we can hit them with range attacks, and then the Brute can deal some melee damage. Scoundrel, we'll just figure out how to deal with you, but have some flanking shots like in and out right over here. So let's see what we can come up with. All right. So I think we're on round 7. Is there a way to see what round we're on? No, I don't think there is. Huh. Oh, there it is. Okay, round 8. Yeah, I guess we can scroll through this if we want. Round 8. So, starting off with the Tinkerer at 18. I'm hoping that's early enough. I'd like to probably use weighted net to try and keep one of these from moving in too close. Depending on what they're doing, of course. Probably killing the Mystic Ally. I wouldn't expect anything less than that, unless they pull that same card and then they're not moving at all. I would be cool with that. And Ink Bomb, we need to get out of here. This is not a good place for him. Then we're going to go very late with the rest of them. The Brute is going at 86 with Unstoppable Charge and Skewer. We do have air up, so if we can get them lined up in a particular way, that would be great for Skewer. And then move away. Or move toward it. I don't think I will, but I'd like to be ending somewhere over here with the brute so that they have to pour through the doorway that way. If I can get skewer to work, great. If not, that's fine. I have unstoppable charge that I can use anyway. So 90 with the Scoundrel with smoke bomb and flintlock. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but if something does end up here, pull it to poison it mostly, and then just pick up some gold. But what we can do after that is something like flanking strike to run away, and then something else, depending on what happens this round. And finally 96 with living torch. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I forgot that I didn't make an attack, so I didn't infuse light, but we can still use this. It will still immobilize, and it is an attack of 4. And then chromatic explosion we can use to get something. I don't know yet. Well, we'll just have to gauge at where we're standing. So let's see how this goes for us. We do have the night demons going at 22. One's going to be attacking here, likely killing it, and then the other one is already going to be stuck. I think this might be a good opportunity to use the what's it called one? The weighted net for the Tinkerer. Keep them from pouring through too quickly. But what I don't want to do, actually now I'm thinking about it, is I don't want them all to pour through at once. So to let them kind of trickle through would be to our benefit. The Inox Shamans are going to move and heal somebody. Inox Guards are going to take their time, that's what I want to see right there. And there is a normal Inox Guard. That's really good to know. So we have 2 enemies that are normals, and we have a couple cards that we can use to kill normals. So let's see how we can do that. I thought this one was I guess I didn't really look close enough, but what I'm going to do, well, you know what? We probably won't need it. What I'm going to do is I guess if I let this one come through, it will go 1, 2, 3, and then stand here. And in that way, we could still kind of move over to here and have an attack of 5 with his, what's it called? Skewer. So I might do it that way. That way I'm not going to actually attack using the weighted net. I'll use that at a more we do have another one back here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that's fine. This one's only going to move to here, kill this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this one will move in. But we do have shield that we'll be able to use to mitigate that incoming damage. So what I'm going to do is, I think, attack this one to poison it. Because this one's going to take more damage. This one's a normal that would be able to kill outright, maybe. And I think what I'm gonna do is kind of move to here. I think that's a good place because we have those traps. We have, where are they? Tinkerer's tools and volatile concoction. So both of those will be pretty useful. We could even throw them both down in one go at a fairly early initiative, and we could put them both right here so that we even have more time for them to go to get to us. The problem, of course, is that let's do it. I like this idea. Is there a better place to do it? Okay, the thing that would be bad is that the Inox Shaman are just going to be standing there. But we do have some pull cards that we can use, pull them over the over that. So let's go there. Skip. Yep. And we still haven't used anything, so we won't do that. Do we want to bring... Toxic Bolt might be a good one to bring back. I'm going to hold off. We might want to bring back a trap or something else. Oof. Devastated. So we got attacked by the weaker of the two. I'm okay with that. We got rid of 2 of the damage. And who's it healing? Oh, it's removing the... Oh, man. They're just... Yeah, I guess I misplaced that. They just healed him right back up. Removed the poison and then healed it back up. Alright. Well... I could do something like this. Doop, doop, doop. Stun somebody, burning that. And then go right through there. That's probably not a good idea. Because I still think that it's a good idea to pull them around here. I'm still going to attack with this. Let's grab the experience. We're attacking for 5. We could even poison. Sure, let's go for it. Why? Why? Oh man, a lot of choice words that I'd like to scream out right now. But all right, moving on to here. Well, let's use this. And there's no reason to use this now, so we will just kind of, let's see here. I guess we'll move back a little bit. Let's do that. Oops. And 1, 2, 3. I could bring in the burning avatar now. We're getting really close to bringing all the cards back, so that might not be a bad idea. But I don't really want to burn 2 cards. I mean, I don't have to burn this one, right? But I think it's in our best interest to... Yeah, you know, let's move back here. Oops, undo. Let's attack first, right? So we've dealt with that one. It wasn't normal, we could have used something else, but that's fine. I'm not gonna be a stickler on how to kill the enemies. They're dead, it doesn't matter now. Alright, let's move back here. And let's use ice. And we're going to have to use a short rest with her. So let's do that now. Short rest, yes. Yeah, that's fine. Burn it. It's better than reviving ether, right? And we're going to go with... Well, we want to go with cold fire, and I guess reviving ether, but I could use this one instead. And what I can do is just, that's what I'll do. I'll bring in light, and then flashing burst will also bring in light, and I'm hoping that's going to be, at some point, that can be used to damage them. Alright, now let's see what we're going to do with the rest. Alright. First up is the Tinkerer with 26 Tinkerer's Tools and Volatile Concoction. we'll place a couple out. If they do go before us, then I'll find maybe I'll find another place. I'm hoping that they don't go before us. Give me one turn, right? Otherwise, yeah. I mean, I could. There's not really much more I could do with this. Because if one goes here, I guess this one would if they both have movement of 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then they would both go here, and then placing traps there would be very bad. Well, maybe not. It would cover their flank for when other ones move in, but they're taking their time. So, yeah. Instead of that, let's go with Stun Shot and Tinkerer's Tools. So we will be able to put a trap out, at least, and Stun Shot to keep one from attacking for the next round if they get to go earlier. If they don't, we can still put a stun trap out. Yeah, if they don't go early enough, though, then I'm wasting the Stun Shot. Let's do that. We'll heal and Tinkerer's Tools. That sounds good. Okay. Enough audibles now. So we have Scoundrel going at 36 with Swiftbow and Flanking Strike. This is one of those cases where I really need a third very late card. An 80 anything would have been really nice, so that somebody does pour through this door and I don't have to go chasing them. It might be a wasted turn if they go after 36. 42 for the Brute. Another one, I'm just going as late as possible. Let's see them coming through this door. But I have a very interesting case here where we have a pull and then a push. So we'll see how we can use that to our benefit. 71 for the Spellweaver with Chromatic Explosion and Cold Fire. We do have Ice that we'll be able to use to stun whatever comes through that door. And they're going invisible. Okay, and then the Inox Shaman are going to move through and start immobilizing us. Inox Guards are still going to go a little slow, so we won't have to worry about them for some time. Well, we're not taking any damage. I don't even care about that. I'd rather take the damage than seeing them going invisible. They are all just attacking him. Is this one going to be able to walk through the door? No. Okay, good. We have something. Alright, well, we will certainly heal ourselves. And we'll throw a stun trap out right there. I can't move anyway, so... I think it's time to use this. And it's not for anything that I really want to use. I'm going to take Restorative Mist back. It's an early card that heals. At this point, it looks like it's kind of needed. Here is a perfect example of not going to do anything. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can hit there, and we will do that. We'll do something at least. There we go. 4 damage. Might end up healing itself anyway, but we can hit you. So let's do that. Oh, you know what I did? I did the push and the pull. They're both on top. I wanted to pull and then push. That was kind of what I was thinking. But this will be fine. Let's attack. For 3. Sure. We're going to pull him into there. It's not really going to be helpful, but at least he's around the corner. We can really start hitting him. We are going to use warding strength for the 6 sources of damage. We will be gaining 1 shield. That's going to keep him alive a little bit longer. These guys are, you know, enjoying the views back here. Poor girls. It's unfortunate that we can't stun these terrible things, but I will do this and stun you at least. I wasn't able to reach anyone else, so, and kind of have to do this little bit of shuffle here. But what do we want to bring in? What is useful? Oh, that's right. We want to bring in light. It isn't useful for us, but it's at least something that might hurt them. So, you know, shield bash, skirmishing maneuver. Let's go later. I'd like for them to at least stop being invisible. And then maybe we can do some damage. We're going to have him go later than 29. Are we? Stun shot. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I go later than 20, it doesn't matter. I guess this one's going to attack here. But if we go later than 29, then we'll only be attacked by this one. So 29. Reviving shock and restorative mist. Let's use a lot of healing here. This one is stunned already, but we'll use that. We will want to go a bit earlier. And as for you, we'll use that. Go as late as possible. Sure. So, okay, could be a lot worse, but they're attacking for 4, but they are going early, so we can at least start or continue to hit them. Good. Hey, I will take it. Mitigate a little bit more there. I'd really like to see this in action, but that's not what's going to be happening. What are they doing? I didn't really even look. I just saw that the night demons, and I am more interested in that. They're moving slow, great. And then the Inox Shaman is going to be able to move around this corner. Well, it will stand right here at least, and it will attack the Brute at range. 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, and that's fine. We'll have a lot of shield on him, so he'll be able to tank that one. Let's do this attack, and I'd really like to use that, but I'm gonna wait until we can find this opportunity. Well, let's attack these two, I guess. ×2 would have been really nice to see. Alright. Alright. That's not bad. We're just gonna skip this action. She's fine where she is. I'm not too worried about that. I'm wondering now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still going to attack there. End your turn. Let's. I mean, really, you know, I'd like to be just pummeling you to kill you, but you are stunned at this time. Let's continue here, I think. Yep. And we're just gonna skip this movement. I guess we could go all the way down here to pick up some of this. I'm not sure what that would do, if anything. I'd rather just kind of leave her over here for now. We'll skip it. As for you, let's take that shield still. Or, no. We could use this to kill that and this one to stun here. That might be a good opportunity. Let's do this. I mean, I could just do a normal attack, but let's certainly take advantage of this ranged attack. Oh, I'll take it. I know we won't be able to use it here. And a stun. You know, let's do it. Let's burn another card. We still have some time. We're actually doing okay. We only have this one left, this shaman that I'm really worried about. I'm not too worried about these guys. And then these are a real pain. So let's stun this one. And +1. Hey, I will take it. I forgot because of the strengthen that we don't actually draw 2. But we have another one that's stunned, so that works. I was going to do kind of a heal, and I think I might still. I don't really want to. Let's do this instead. I'm going to use this. Actually, I'm going to use this right here. That way this one's stunned, this one's controlled, and we can take a step back and heal these two. That works. That's perfect. Let's still use this, I think. No, we'll wait until we use them on that, when we have a better understanding of how much damage we're going to pull for that. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it. And let's move back to here. Confirm that movement. Skip the movement. Confirm the heal. So we have an additional heal. Just one, but it's helpful. And now we'll use the moon earring. We've used the leather armor, eagle eye goggles, and the weighted net. And we have some time. We can use all of it again, actually. So let's use it now. So that way we can attack with advantage and have the weighted net again for the next round. Oh, this one can't move past that. Okay, this one will move to here. And they're in a good formation, actually. This is going to be helpful. Okay. End of round 10. Round 11. Round 11. We did do a... Oh, you know what? Never noticed this. Okay, this is perfect. So we've taken a short rest with the Spellweaver and the Scoundrel, and we've burned Flashing Burst and Flintlock with those. Flintlock here and Flashing Burst. I need to remember that this is down here. I mean, I use it quite a bit just to look at the attacks, but I kind of forget that there's a lot of information down there. So I like this. I should use it more often, especially with my memory. Speaking of memory, I need to remember not to burn either of these cards. So I can't use the top. I need to just use the bottom action. And, well, I won't be able to do much this round because I need to wait. You know, instead, something that I could do is just say, like, do this instead. Burn this and then recover all. I don't really need to wait until the end. And I need to remember that, I think. I think it's worth using Reviving Ether even when I don't have all of my cards burned. Even if I had like 4 or 5, like, well, these are 5, but if I had 4 cards, it's still worth using Reviving Ether, particularly when we're getting close to the end. Not that we're very close to the end, but what I'd like to do is bring Spirit of Doom in very early so that we can kill this one outright. Now, I probably will be killing him anyway, but anyway. Going first, Scoundrel at 12 with Smoke Bomb. We're pulling this in, and then Sinister Opportunity is going to be an attack 3, +2/+2, so that's 7. I'll probably end up using Ancient Drill as well, just to do as much damage as possible. We might be killing it anyway. It is a normal enemy, but I might be able to kill it quicker. That is if we don't lose if we don't lose the dark or the night. 19 is Tinkerer with Net Shooter and Volatile Concoction. Yeah, we'll be using the Net Shooter for the top action. They're in formation. They'll be in formation here. We can still kind of move back during our turns too. So 80 is the Spellweaver. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll be doing it. What I just said is we can just use this loot to burn it, and then we'll get it back instead of having it in our discard. I guess that's a way to do it. And then recover. We will be infusing darkness, so we have to be careful about that, but I think we'll be fine. One way I'll be able to mitigate them using it is by Volatile Concoction for the Scoundrel to bring back Sinister Opportunity, and we can use it as early as possible again. Taking a long rest with the Brute. Let's do this. So the Inox Shaman, they're going to start cursing. This is what I hate about them. The Night Demons we don't have to worry about. They are going to be infusing darkness anyway, so that's fine. Well, they'll be burning the light. That's whatever it is. The guards are going at 30. And they are going to be able to move, so we'll have to see. This one will be fine though. Get weird. Yep, block it. And I'm not too excited about her having that for this kind of attack right now. Let's do it. Hey, look at that. Damage 11. Yep, so we're not gonna have to worry about those kill normal. That wasn't needed. Oh, cool. Thank you. Let's give that right back to her. Firm. Sinister Opportunity. And we might be able to actually wondering probably yeah, she's already used her stamina potion. That makes sense. We will still use this here. We're going to use the Eagle Eye Goggles. Let's just no, I don't really want to do that. Let's do this. They're going to be stationary anyway. Yeah, we would have killed one, but they're controlled, so we don't have to worry about them for the next round either. We can just take a step back and we'll be fine. That is if he can go early enough, the Brute. 1, 2, 3, can't go 4. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna do it. We are going to get something out of it, so that's good. I was wondering, actually, we wouldn't be able to use it and burn it if there was no loot in her vicinity. So we've gotten all of their cards back anyway. I guess they'll come back at the end of the round. We get to rest too, and we want unstoppable charge. We want leaping cleave because we can certainly use it on these two, and we also can use it to get skewer ready. Like that too. Provoking roar. Want to get rid of the earliest card I have. And skirmishing maneuver I don't want to get rid of either. You know what? Leaping cleave. I have a way with the Spellweaver to infuse light, air. So we should be fine. Okay. Okay. Skirmishing maneuver. I'm going to use this. Even if we do get attacked, I can kill this one, move, attack, and actually, let's use skewer now. Can I go early enough? I can. So I actually do have all my cards back. It would be like a round or two before I wanted them, like if I waited all the way through. So it still worked out in my favor. I could bring it in here, or I could bring it in here, and this would be a good combination right there. Good formation. What is this? Stun trap. Is there a way to pull or push anybody into it? I don't think so yet. But as we're standing now, Skewer's probably not going to be as powerful as I'm thinking. So let's use Flashing Burst to go early anyway, and then let's bring in... Let's bring in an ally. Yep, let's do it that way. So for you, let's continue with Skewer, because we could still Skewer here, I think. Yeah, I don't need to have this. It's just very nice when it happens. And we'll use this too. Skewer and skirmishing maneuver. It's just after 26, so pretty low chances of them squeezing in between us. Stun shot, fantastic. And dangerous contraption. Sure. And finally, we do, okay. I was gonna say, why do we have this back? But I forgot about the concoction there. It would be nice to spread these out a little bit to put some space between them. It's not sure if I'd be able to do that myself, but let's use Sinister Opportunity very late. Maybe he moves to here and we can figure out a way to use that against him. And special mixture? Or we can shuffle around and poison. That'll be good. And then we can attack after. Alright. Ooh, okay. Well, we should be able to kill the one that's going to be more of a pain. He is going to move 2, and this one is not going to move, but attacking 4 at range 4. So, who would we like to stun? I guess we'd want to stun that one, wouldn't we? So let's stun here. ×2 for 2 damage. And let's start moving toward a place that we can pick up some gold. That looks good. Or some loot. I mean, it says gold, but it's loot. Okay. Mystic Ally. Let's put her right behind the brute so that she can be the most use right there, I think. And we will attack. We don't have to worry about this one. Let's attack here. Oh man, oh, we have fire orbs. I guess I wanted to go early, but fire orbs, I'm gonna wait to use that. So we'll still make that attack anyway. Okay. Oh, he's already stunned. Okay. Good work. Let's use this now. And I hope that we can kill this one. If we can't, we still have this. That's kind of my thought here. So, we've stunned you. You're kidding me. You're kidding. We pulled it. Well, I didn't even see what we pulled there. It was 4 more damage. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just hit back there. You know what? Because she'll be able to... Scoundrel should be able to kill here. These are totally under control. Yep. So let's start dealing some damage against... Oh, perfect. And we even picked up a disarm and a shield. I mean, the shield's not going to be worth it now, but... So we've completely... Oh, thank you. That actually worked out perfect. Now we've put this in a very, very good position. It is a bit unfortunate that nobody's moving into here, but it is what it is. Ooh, let's do that. Let's move you to here. Confirm that movement. Going to stuff you right... Oh, it's a stun trap. Well, good enough anyway. And heal? No. Attack. Yeah. We're doing it. We're getting through it. Alright, provoking roar to just go as early as possible, and hook and chain or unstoppable charge. Let's use unstoppable charge. Don't have... Okay, fire orbs, and let's bring in the other one. We can just have a firing squad back here between the 3 of you guys, or girls, or whatever these things are. Take a long rest. I think you deserved it. We can get this back. And then you, we want to go very early. And... Well, we can use that to kill this one. Then we can use that to kind of step away, right? You know what, let's use throwing knives. We'll loot. We're so close to the end. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The night demons should be dead, so we won't have to deal with that. Not moving, good. And healing, great. Let's attack you. Great, a +2 and a ×2. And we will loot. That will give us 9. That was worth the burn. We're approaching 2 hours now. For you, let's make sure that if you... Okay, I was gonna say no, but it was an attack of 2. Oops, no, we don't want to. Oh, undo. Thank you. We're just gonna move up. You're not moving, you're not attacking, so just confirm that move. Take a step up. Pick up that loot. Yeah, so I mean, once again, we had a pretty rough start. Yeah, it's still pretty burning avatar. We did have a rough start again. I was very frustrated. You can kind of see the theme going on here, but we're still gonna use this and this and this and this, just everything we've got. Oh, good. Not enough, but that's good. Hey, fire and ice. But as you can see, we've kind of made it. I think I'd like to say that some of it is part of it is that my tactics of not charging into rooms. Charging into rooms might sound like a good idea in some circumstances, but I mean, when you have this long wall here, it's really difficult to pass up. I mean, my original plan was we had everybody here and to charge in, but it worked out in a way that they kind of trickled in at a slow pace. We didn't really have to worry about having multiple attacks at the same time. So short rest, doesn't matter what we're burning at this point. What I would like is anything that has points on it. So we want to gain as many yeah, that's not gonna work, but experience at this point. All right, let's take those 2. Somebody's getting disarmed. That's gonna be you. Oh well, we can just go somewhere, pick up some loot. Go right over here. Skip the attack and then skip the movement. If there was another stack of loot over here or a stack of gold, then we'd be able to loot a couple more. That'd be pretty fun. Get the action, end your turn. For you, well, I wanted to use that, but we'll skip it. I mean, undo. Hold up. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bring this in, but I guess there's nowhere for him to go to pick up any loot or anything, so just back out of the way, I guess. We're up, so we'll make this. Or yeah, screw it. There's a little bit of money left over, but I think she'll be able to pick that up, so skip that attack. They're all done. They're all done. Nope, I'm not able to do it. And don't think there's anything that I really need to go for. Okay, there we go. Victory. We don't know how many of these demons have already been summoned, but this should put a stop to any more adding to his army. In a book in the corner, you find instructions on how to enter the inner lair of the traitor, as long as his troops are out of the way first. So, the Brute was the man of the hour here. However, the Spellweaver and the Scoundrel both had over 50 damage as well. The Brute had 4 kills, the Scoundrel and the Spellweaver also had 3. Damage taken, the Spellweaver took 20 damage. Well done. Most healing, 18. That was due to the beginning. That was before we opened that door. She had a heal of 16, I think. Pretty ridiculous. A Scoundrel looted quite a bit. Yeah, not bad all around. We have nothing to unlock next scenario or next episode. Well, man, another semi-long episode. This one didn't take me as long. I did quite a bit on camera actually, so that added to the length. But I hope it was exact opposite of what I said at the beginning. So yeah, if you haven't gotten used to that about me, then you're in for a treat. Kind of mix up my my plans with my actual actions fairly often. Oh, 16 out of 70. One more experience point for the Spellweaver. A couple more for the Scoundrel, but unfortunately we need to get her to level 5 in order to do payback. So we're gonna have to use her a little bit more. We could do something like these experience travel scenarios that will gain experience. Yeah, for her at least. We could probably drop a couple, maybe use some other ones. We'll discuss that a little bit. Right, we do have a perk point for the Brute, and that's going to be next time. So if you've made it this far, as usual, let me know. Let me know how you found the episode. I'd like to be making them a little shorter. I say that, I think, every other episode, and then I don't. So it seems that people are still watching them to the end, and kind of impressed how many hours are being watched in some of these long episodes. So that is much appreciated. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you next time.